Yo, what's up, bro? I'm gonna show you exactly what I keep in my fridge that makes it hard for me to fail, that makes it hard for me to go over my calorie limit or miss my protein goal for the day. Because for me, diet and the foods I was eating, the calories I was eating, protein was the biggest thing that allowed me to change. It was actually the first thing I ever implemented. When I was this skinny, fat Daniel and I had no direction, I started doing some research and I finally figured out that weight loss was just math. Getting in shape and fat loss is all just math. You probably already know this, but I started eating 1,600 calories a day. I lost a ton of weight and it was the foundation of all of my progress. And now I'm at the point where I've gone through several bulks and cuts. And for you on the other side of the screen who wants to get that shredded, lean physique, this is going to be the most optimal fridge you can replicate, because it's hard to miss your goals. If you eat these foods, like, you naturally just hit your protein goal. You eat these foods, you naturally stay full while eating under your calorie limit. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what meals I have in here, what ingredients I have in here, and how I use it to my success. First thing to notice is this right here. Now, this is probably the most important thing I keep in my fridge. This is grilled chicken breast. So a lot of people ask me about meal prepping. Daniel, do you meal prep? How do you meal prep? Is it a good strategy? I don't meal prep in the traditional sense where I make all of my meals the full meal and put them in containers and wait for the rest of the week to eat them. I just make the centerpiece to my meals, which is grilled chicken breast. And every single time I'm hungry and I'm hungry for a meal, I use scissors and I cut these chicken breasts up. Maybe I'll have like 8, 10, 12, maybe sometimes like 14, 16 ounces of it. And then I'll put them in a bowl, put them in the microwave, and then I'll grab this 0-calorie hot sauce. I'll grab this sugar-free, super low-calorie ketchup, and I'll just mix it in a bowl. And it's like the most tasty, delicious meal ever. And it's only like 200 calories for 8 ounces. A pound of this is only 400 calories. It's like, it's hard to overeat on grilled chicken breast. And it's like 88 grams of protein per pound. It's amazing. Now, the second thing to notice is what's up here, which is Greek yogurt. I love this brand of Greek yogurt. It is Dannon Light and Fit. Let's see if it focuses. Dannon Light and Fit, there you go. 80 calories, 12 grams of protein, and these are the most delicious Greek yogurt. Chobani makes a 0 sugar Greek yogurt, which is lower calories. It's only 60 calories for the same size, but these taste so much better. I'd much rather have these. I have the cherry flavor. If you like black raspberry ice cream, try out this raspberry chocolate flavor. I really like this flavor. All these flavors are delicious. They taste better than ice cream, so if you're ever in the mood for something sweet, I always go to these, and these just help me stay shredded. Another thing I do is have ground beef, lean, 93% lean ground beef, be the centerpieces to my meal. So I told you about the chicken. I basically just do the same thing with ground beef. It's either ground beef, steak, grilled chicken breast, or ground turkey. Those are always gonna be the centerpieces to my meals, and then maybe on the side I'll have potatoes, I'll have rice, I'll have fruit, vegetables, something like that. But these are always the foundation, and that's how you consistently hit your protein goal every single day, is you make the centerpiece to your meal a protein dominant source. Now, another thing to pay attention to is what you can't see on camera, but it is fruit. I keep so much fruit here because I have a massive sweet tooth. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know I talked about my candy addiction, where I would just lose all control for candy. I would have massive bags of Sour Patch Kids in the middle of the night, Skittles, the watermelon Sour Patch Kids, the sour Skittles. Like, I just love those so much. So now, as being someone who's in shape, I just go to fruit. It's super low calories, it's super filling, and it's delicious. I like pineapple. Pineapple's not as low calories, but something like water. This is a watermelon right here, half a watermelon. Did you know every pound of watermelon has 130 calories? And how many pounds of watermelon can you eat? Like, that's the logic. Now you're starting to get it. I make it hard to fail. I make it hard. As someone who's prone to temptation of overeating in calories every single day, like, I eat 2,800 calories every single day now in like a main gaining phase, and that's hard for me. Like, if I just ate till I was full, I would be having like 3,600 calories every single day. So I optimize for foods that are extremely calorically sparse, meaning there's a little amount of calories for how big the food is, and it just makes it so easy. I can eat as much food as I want, I can stay full, and I'll still stick to my calorie count every single day. I'll still hit my protein goal. It's amazing. So I keep fruit. Another thing, blueberries, these are like 250 calories a pound, delicious. And then strawberries too, these are like 150 calories a pound. Like, I'm talking in pounds, because I can eat pounds and pounds of fruit, and I need them to be low calorie. So my favorites are probably strawberry and watermelon, just because they're the lowest calorie fruit. Another thing I have as sort of a topping to my chicken or my ground beef is guacamole. Now, guacamole is not a low calorie food. It is actually 120 calories just for one of these little cups. But the reason they're good is because when you're cutting, you really want to prioritize your fats. Your fats are what build your hormones. Your fats are what build your testosterone. And for me personally, I was so stuck in the loop of just finding the foods that are as calorically sparse as possible. And I ended up actually neglecting my fats, which had me just stay more fatigued and more lethargic throughout the day. And as much food as I would eat, like I would down pounds and pounds of watermelon and grilled chicken breast, which barely have any fats, and I would still feel hungry after because I was neglecting my fats. I was only getting like 20-30 grams of fat per day. My testosterone had no foundation to build. My hormones were crashed. So I started eating more guacamole, more avocados. I started eating more eggs. And all I need is like 60-70 grams a day and my hormones are fine. Like, then I can actually live and feel good and not feel lethargic and tired or feel like I'm in a bad mood or feel hungry all the time. So I have they taste really good. They're good to put on your chicken or ground beef. And so the rest of the stuff here is honestly not mine. I just go for the ground beef. I go for the Greek yogurt, the grilled chicken breast, the ketchup, the hot sauce, and all of the fruit. But I also cannot forget about these two options. If you guys like iced coffee, I like to have this Starbucks dark roast coffee. It's like 15 calories a serving. I like to have this super low calorie almond milk. This is the lowest calorie thing you'll find that still tastes like milk. It's only 30 calories a serving. So I'll mix these two together. And then I have this cinnamon toast crunch protein powder, which I'm actually using as the stand to hold up the tripod for the camera. But I have this cinnamon toast crunch, so it tastes like a cinnamon iced coffee. It tastes delicious. So I'll mix these two together with some ice and some cinnamon toast crunch protein powder. It's delicious. And that's basically all I go for in this fridge. Just the Greek yogurt, chicken breast, ground beef, fruit, condiments. Also the salsa is great condiment too, on top of like the hot sauce and the ketchup. Salsa is a great one too. Super low calories. It's all vegetables and it just adds taste. But I'm telling you, if you go from when you're hungry just going for like a couple chips to going to 8 ounces of grilled chicken breast and some salsa, you're gonna make progress 10 times faster, because you can have a few chips that are not gonna fill you up and you're gonna end up having like 150 calories of chips and still be just as hungry as you were before. Or you can have half a pound of grilled chicken breast for the same amount of calories, add some sugar-free ketchup. I also have some mustard over here. Mustard is like 0 calories a serving too. So it's just super low calorie. And when you're in a cutting phase and your calories are worth a lot more, they're a lot more valuable to you, you wanna spend them wisely, pick foods that are very calorically sparse, really packed in protein, and that also taste really good so that you can just streamline your cut. Now I'm gonna take you guys and show you something that is also special, which is my diet soda fridge. So right here is where I keep my diet soda. So I don't drink any of these Gatorades, these aren't mine. But all of this is caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. Obviously, all diet soda has 0 calories. I drink like 5 cans of diet soda a day. This one's caffeine-free. This one has caffeine. It's not that good. This one's really good. I really like this one. Coca-Cola Orange Cream, 0 sugar. I also like this one, Sprite, 0 sugar. And then I also like that Dr. Pepper 0 sugar as well. Also, these ones are great options. These are only 5 calories a bottle and they taste delicious. Starburst, 5 calories a bottle. Like you can see, I'm running low. Like we just restocked recently, but I just have so much diet soda that I just drink it so frequently. But definitely, if you are on a journey and you are not drinking diet soda, you are shooting yourself in the foot, because diet soda makes it so much more easy to succeed. And I used to not have diet soda on my journey because I used to think it was bad for me, but I've been having like 5-6 cans a day, and I did my research, and the research says you'd have to have like 40 cans of diet soda every single day for like 40 years to start to see some negative side effects from it. So basically, diet soda is 99% water. If you're serious about your goals, you have a sweet tooth and you struggle to stay full, diet soda is an amazing option. And that's basically it. I can show you my cabinet, but I don't keep that much stuff in here. Basically, the only notable thing I keep in here is popcorn. Not that popcorn, but Skinny Pop. I'll have bags of this. It's like 350 calories a bag. So I'll have some of this, but I don't have it that often. But I highly recommend, if you want to replicate the transformation I made, just replicate my fridge. My fridge is the biggest driver behind my transformation. When I'm cutting, I eat like 2,200 calories a day, and I eat all of the same foods. A ton of grilled chicken breast, a ton of watermelon, a ton of strawberries, diet soda, guacamole, eggs, all the foods that make it hard to fail. Like, there's nobody who eats all these foods every single day and doesn't get ripped. You want to stack the odds in your favor. That would make it almost impossible for you to fail. The closest you can get to making it impossible for you to fail. And listen, I still have to restrict myself at 2,800 calories. Even eating grilled chicken breast and ground turkey every single day. Like, I was a former fat kid for a reason. I have a really big appetite, so I do have to track my food and diligently stay under my calorie limit every single day. But I not only optimize for the foods I eat, but I optimize for myself. I pick the foods that I know are gonna help fill me up. I know are gonna fix my sweet tooth. I know are just gonna allow me to make much faster progress because I don't have as much temptations. Like, there's really no temptations for me to eat. Like, yeah, there's some chips and junk that's in the cabinet. Those aren't mine. But I know if I have these things in my fridge, then I'm much less likely to go and grab. Like, I'm not even gonna consider grabbing those things. It's only when I don't have these things in my cabinets or I don't have these things in my fridge that I start to get those temptations. So this is why I say optimize and set yourself up for success. This journey is not just about working hard, it's also about working smart. It's equally as important. It's not just about keeping all the junk food in your house, using discipline to restrict yourself. It's about stacking the odds in your favor for you to succeed and using discipline when you need to use it, because discipline and willpower is not an infinite resource. You have to be selective on what you choose to use your discipline towards. So I hope this video was valuable. I hope this gave you a bit of insight into my life and my habits and my decision making. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I'm the owner of Better Lifestyle 365, which is going to be the biggest and best fitness transformation, body transformation company in the world one day, where I help skinny fat dudes get ripped just like I did. If you want to work with me one-on-one, book a call with me in the description below. In the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram and watch my daily Instagram stories. I love you guys. I'm excited to watch this YouTube channel grow, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.